Hey guys, it's Fiona from Eventide Reads and welcome to my June book haul. So this is a little bit later than last month, so this is like 5 weeks worth of books or so. Went a little bit crazy as per usual, buying lots of interesting things. I am going to cut that back now with everything that's happening at the moment. But we shall not talk about that today. Today is to talk about the wonderful new books that I have bought and received.
If you hear me snuffling, it's because my hay fever is acting up, or there's a cat in the room causing trouble. There's probably all sorts of things going on in the background, so sorry about that.
First book I want to talk about is not a new book, but is a book I got signed this month. This Song Will Save Your Life by Lila Sales, who I've always called Leela, but apparently it's Lila, something like that. We had an event with a couple of authors, this was one of them, and she signed my copy for me, which is very, very lovely. I really love this book. I don't think I have a review on my channel, but I used to have one on my blog. If I can find it, I will link it somewhere. If not, just go to Goodreads and read people's Goodreads because it is a lovely, really wonderful book. Next, I want to talk about a book I was given this month by a work colleague, and that is Not Working by Lisa Owens. This is a story about a woman, basically, and the things that happen in our life. It's supposed to be quite amusing, and I've been recommended by a couple of our booksellers, so one of them has lent it to me and I intend to read it soon when I get that craving for reading something a bit different again. I'm sure that will be first on the list. Next, let's move on to the books I bought this month. There is quite a few, but the reason for that is I had my birthday at the end of May, so I spent a bit of money on books as well as other things, because why the hell not? So I bought 2 more non-fiction books this month. I bought Shrill by Lindy West. Again, we had an event. Unfortunately, I was working, so I was unable to attend, but one of my colleagues did, and she said she thought I would really enjoy the book. And I haven't read it yet, but I intend to get to it soon. I'm spacing out my non-fiction in between reading like a couple of graphic novels, a couple of mangas, a YA, a fantasy. So I will get to this at some point soon. The other non-fiction I bought was this, which is Furiously Happy by Jenny Lawson. I have read this one and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and seriously recommend it to anyone who's interested in anything to do with mental health and blogging and being generally a little bit crazy, but in a good way. I then bought a buttload more YA because why not? I bought this one called All the Feels by Danica Stone. Danica? Don't know how you pronounce that, but sorry. This is about a young girl whose favourite character in her favourite series gets killed off, and she goes on a campaign to bring him back, essentially. And it's about fandoms, and I'm really into that again at the moment. Really excited to read this. Had no idea about it until I read the title and All the Feels, and I was like, that is a very fandom phrase. So I read the back and went, actually, you know what? I think I might enjoy this. It might be a bit of fun, because that's all I want from reading right now, is a bit of fun.
And a bit of understanding, obviously, with the whole non-fiction thing, but that's fun too. Learning, woo!
I then bought Summer Days and Summer Nights, which is edited by Stephanie Perkins, which is a short story collection. It goes with My True Love Gave to Me, the short story collection I did at Christmas, and this is a summer variation, essentially. I did not enjoy this one as much as I did the Christmas one. Some of the stories were not summery, so I was going into it thinking they were summery stories, and some of them were just a bit hit and miss. Some of them I did enjoy, most of them were a bit like, take it or leave it, but if you like any of these authors, and some new authors again I have been introduced to, so I suppose that is a good thing. I also bought The Last Star by Rick Yancey, the final book in the 5th Wave series. I have not read the back of this because I haven't read the second one yet, and I read the first one a few years ago. So I should probably get on that. I might need to reread the whole series. I don't know. Whoops, but I bought it anyway, and now I have the series, so I can read them at some point should I feel the need to. The next book I bought was One by Sarah Crossan, which is the winner of the YA Book Prize and the Carnegie Medal. And I have read this, and we will be discussing it at our book club this Sunday, i.e. tomorrow when I'm filming this and hopefully uploading this. I was not a fan, unfortunately, but I'm sure I will probably do a review of some of these books that I have read in the coming weeks. And I also bought Summer Shadows by Joss Sterling. This is the final book in the Savant series. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of the Savant series. I don't know if you can see them, no, they're down there, you probably can't see them. But I own all of the Savant books now, and I think this one Isn't officially due out till July, but came in early, so I bought it. Currently reading it. The thing I love about these books is, even though I'm still in a bit of a YA funk, I can pick this up and go, it's kind of cheesy, but I also super love it. And totally just one of my favourite characters from one of the other books just got married, so Joss, thumbs up from me. So very happy. Finally, for the books that I bought this beauty, which is Jenna/Finn by Hannah Moskowitz. Oh, sorry. And Kat Helgeson. Oh god, I'm really sorry. This is another book about fandoms, and this book, if you haven't seen the inside of it, I will show you, or I will attempt to, because it is another book which is all in emails and text messages and blog posts and private messages, and it is a fantastic book. I seriously could not recommend this book more. It is so much fun. I bought some graphic novels and some manga. What a surprise! So I bought Gem and the Holograms, Showtime, which is volume 1 of the new Gem series, essentially, I guess. Really fun, really brightly coloured. Like, it was so fun to read and really enjoyable. And Zodiac Star Force by Kevin Panetta and Paulina Guncho by The Power of Astra. I'm so sorry about names today. This was one I was really looking forward to when I first heard about it, and then I did that thing where I totally forgot about it, saw it somewhere, and oh my god, that's out! Holy crap! So I went and ordered it for myself, and I absolutely adore it. It is like Lumberjanes meets Sailor Moon. It is so much fun and so ridiculous and so awesome. And yes, if you have any interest in graphic novels and manga and anime and YA, then you will love this book, seriously. Again, we'll review soon. Lastly for graphic novels is Miss Marvel, which is by Simone Wilson and Alfona. This is the only one of the 3 I haven't read yet. I plan to get to it soon. I've been umming and ahhing about it for so long, but I finally bought it because I should just damn read it. It's supposed to be really good, so intending to get to this very soon. I bought a volume of manga this month, and that is volume 15 of Nisekoi, and yes, it has been absolutely destroyed by a cat. I came home from work one day to find this on the floor, chewed to pieces. Luckily it's only the front cover, and I had already read the book. I can't justify buying a new one because that's silly, because it's just going to go on the shelf and you don't see the spine anyway, and when I take it out I'll go, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Cat ate it. But I'm pretty much up to date with Nisekoi volumes now. I've got to wait for them to be published, so I'm sure I will do a video all about how I feel about Nisekoi sometime soon. And the other manga I bought this month is Orange, the Complete Collection, volume 1. There is 2 volumes in this. The second volume is temporarily unavailable, and I have just finished the first volume, and oh my god, my heart. My heart. And breathe. This is being made into an anime this summer-autumn time, so I wanted to read it now, and the fact that you get 3 volumes in one for a fairly reasonable price is very good. And yes, I just have to wait now for the second volume to find out what happens, and I might implode before that happens. But if you are interested in a manga that is fairly realistic but has a hint of something a bit different, this is brilliant. It is contemporary manga with a time travel twist. It is brilliant. It is so good, and so many feels. If you need the feels, you need this book. I got a couple of books unsolicited this month, so I will share those with you now. The first is this book, which says, everyone said they were witches, and then on the back it says, I was going to make them mine. This is The Graces by Law Eve. This is her new novel. I don't know if it's part of a trilogy or a duology or something. I'm not entirely sure. Haven't read it yet, but absolutely love this proof. It is beautiful, and I always have a hit and miss relationship with witches, so very interested to see Law's take on it, and I'm sure it will be wonderful. I also got sent a copy of Heartless by Marissa Meyer. This is her new series, and considering how much I loved the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer, I'm very excited to have this, and this is my first 2017 proof. This is February 2017. That's insane. That is insane. Really insane. But very excited. Lastly for this section, our Simon & Schuster rep came in, who is very lovely and always comes to find me in the kids' room and gives me books. I actually then went and had a look at the pile of non-children's books that she had left with the rest of the staff. And I picked up a copy of The Regulars by Georgia Clark, A Dorian Gray for the Girls' Generation. This just sounds really witty and really interesting and different. And one of the children's books the Simon & Schuster rep did leave with me was the new S.J. Kincaid, which is The Diabolic. I love S.J. Kincaid. I'm a huge fan of Insignia, which is down here somewhere. The Insignia trilogy, I absolutely love it, and I recommend it all the time. Whenever I have a parent coming in going, I've got a boy, he's not interested in reading, he likes video games, I'm like, Insignia, you need to give him Insignia because it will change his life. And I do that quite a lot. I get a little bit overexcited about it. So very, very excited to have this. I can't wait to read it. And they're doing really cool 2 covers, one black and one white, which is going to cause all sorts of problems. And people are like, but I want the white one. And we can't find any anywhere in the company. But never mind. Very, very excited. So thank you very much to Simon & Schuster. I also should say thank you very much to Macmillan and to Faber and Faber, because you guys are also amazing. I requested 2 books this month, the first of which is a science fiction novel. This is 9 Fox Gambit by Yoon Ha Lee. I hope that's how you pronounce the name. I think this is a debut by this author. For some reason it was shelved in with my shelving, and I was like, that's not a YA book, that's a science fiction book. But I read the back of it and went, actually, this is really, really cool sounding. So I asked the publisher for a copy, and they very, very kindly sent me one. It's not very big, so I'm very excited to get into it. Just a really, really interesting science fiction story. I want to read more of them, especially with a certain book I'm going to haul in a moment coming my way and being very exciting, so I guess I should move on to that one. If y'all don't know me, I got Jamina. I only went and got freaking Jamina. I got a little postcard. What do you believe? I freaking love Illuminate. Like, I cannot recommend Illuminate enough. I'm kind of scared to read Jamina because I want to be in the right place for reading YA, but even though this is sort of crossovery, I just want to make sure I'm in the right frame of mind to read it. But I do intend on reading it soon, but I do have till October, so I've got time. So those are all my books for the last couple of weeks, more like 5.5 weeks, I guess. I don't intend on buying many more books from here on out because life. If you are interested in any of my thoughts to do with the EU referendum, I have posted a personal image on my Instagram with a personal message about my feelings and how it affects me, but I shall not be talking about it on the channel because I don't feel the need to. I hope you guys have a great day. What books did you get in the month of May and June? Let me know, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!